What up, everybody? Happy Monday morning, President's Day. Happy President's Day 2019. For those of you guys residing in the United States, and for those of you outside the United States, happy Monday. um, Sad news today, but it was it was not a surprise. And the news is that Netflix has canceled both the Punisher series and Jessica Jones series. I'm bummed out, man. I'm not too crazy about Jessica Jones, even though I adored the first season, mainly because I thought that David Tennant's character, the villain Kilgrave, was delicious. He was so good, and Tennant was so awesome as Kilgrave. And Kilgrave is so brutal and merciless. The things that he instructs, so whispers people into doing are just so gnarly, man. Holy crap. But yeah, Deadline. I'm reading off of Deadline here. Netflix has officially canceled The Punisher and Jessica Jones. But the thing is, they already completed production or filming on Jessica Jones season 3. So that new season 3 is still set to air. We don't know yet when. If they followed last year's pattern, I'm guessing we might hear something come maybe in March for the International Women's Month, or International Women's Month, or International Women's Day, because that's when season 2 aired last year. But we don't know yet. There's no trailer, there's no advertisement for it yet. But it says here that yes, season 3 of Jessica Jones will still appear on Netflix. But then after that, kaput. That's the end of Jessica Jones once and for all. This marks the end of the partnership between Marvel Television and Netflix that started out in 2013 and began with the first season of Daredevil in the spring of 2015. I remember because I got invited to that junket. And it culminated in the Defender series. Remember that Defender series in 2017? Um, and the last one we had was last month's The Punisher season 2. Let me read to you the statement from Netflix to Deadline Hollywood here. And I quote: Marvel's The Punisher will not return for a third season on Netflix. Showrunner Steve Lightfoot, sorry, showrunner Steve Lightfoot, the terrific crew, and exceptional cast, including star John Bernthal, delivered an acclaimed and compelling series for the fans, and we are proud to showcase their work on Netflix for years to come. So we're not gonna get new seasons, new we're not gonna get new episodes, but these canceled shows, these canceled series, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and The Punisher, they will remain as part of the archive for the episodes that you can always go back to watching again and again on Netflix. Okay, let me read to you here again. In addition, in reviewing our Marvel programming, we have decided that the upcoming third season will also be the final season of Marvel's Jessica Jones. We are grateful to showrunner Melissa Rosenberg, star Kristen Ritter, and the entire cast and crew for for 3 incredible seasons of this groundbreaking series, which was recognized by the Peabody Awards among many others. We are grateful to Marvel for 5 years of our fruitful partnership and thank the passionate fans who have followed the series from the beginning. Now, before I get to reading to you the quote by Marvel TV's head honcho Jeff Leb, um, we the fans saw this coming. This was coming a mile away, right? When they canceled Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil was probably the big surprise because Daredevil season 3 was fantastic. It was probably better. It was probably better than the first 2 seasons, especially that colossal colossal fight between Daredevil and Kingpin and Bullseye at the final episode. It was just marvelous, marvelous. Um, so that was like the big shocker. We knew Iron Fist was probably the most, or I would say the least favorite among the fans of the Netflix Marvel shows. So when they got canceled, I was like, okay, yeah, it's understandable. Luke Cage, I think it was pretty lukewarm, no pun intended. Uh, Lukewarmly received by the fans. Got mixed reviews. Some liked it, some wasn't too hot for it. I wasn't too crazy about Luke Cage. I watched both seasons. There are some things about the show that to me were problematic. But Daredevil, big fan. Jessica Jones, I was a big fan of season one mainly because of Kilgrave and David Tennant's performance as Kilgrave. Fantastic. Um, but season two, man, it was season two was terrible. There were parts about it that I enjoyed, but ultimately having her mom be the big bad villain, you know, it's just it was not an appealing turn of events. Let's just put it that way. Um, and it's not the fault of the actress who plays the mom. I believe she's an Oscar nominee. She's fantastic. She was in that movie Albert Nobbs. But yeah, season two was weak compared to season one. But Punisher, I love both seasons of Punisher. Now, people say that Punisher season two was too much of a slow burn, and I get it. I totally get it. But Punisher, of all these five shows, right? And Punisher is not part of the Defenders, by the way, as you know. Of all these five shows, the Punisher is the one that's like pushes the envelope. The Punisher is the one that I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm gonna show blood. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna shoot somebody right in the head, and you're gonna see it. I'm gonna punch or beat this guy's face in, or bash this guy's head in till he bleeds to death. And you know that's how Frank Castle plays. You know that's his style. You know he doesn't shoot to wound. He shoots to kill. So he's the most TVMA of the five. So it really it feeds into our deepest, darkest desire for brutal violence and like payback and vengeance, and where the bad guys get what's coming to them because Frank Castle is on his way. And so, you know, that carnal part of us. So I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that show, that you know, that no holds barred approach, because other shows right now on TV, besides Game of Thrones, kind of pull back their punches, you know, in the sake of like, we want to get wider audiences, we want to appeal to more audiences and whatnot. It's like, why don't you appeal to us? So I'm gonna miss Punisher the most, and then Daredevil number two, and then the rest come after that. Okay, so let me read to you the statement by Jeff Leb, Marvel TV's head honcho, about this cancellation. Regarding this cancellation of The Punisher and Jessica Jones, he said, and I quote, "It had never been done before." Excuse me. 4 separate television series, each with different super talented showrunners, writers, directors, and cast and crew, coming out months apart, and then they would meet in a single event series, all set in the heart of New York City. We call them the Defenders. And together we are thrilled by the stories of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and even the Punisher joined in. They said it couldn't be done, but Marvel assembled amazing teams to write, produce, direct, edit, and score 13 seasons and 161 one-hour episodes. Take a moment and go online and look at the dazzling list of actors, writers, directors, and musicians who graced us with the very best of their craft. We loved each and every minute of it, and we did it all for you, the fans, who cheered for us around the world and made all the hard work worth it. On behalf of everyone on Marvel Television, we couldn't be more proud or more grateful to our audience. Our network partner may have decided they no longer want to continue telling the tales of these great characters, but you know Marvel better than that. As Matthew Murdock's dad once said, the measure of a man is not how he gets knocked to the mat, it's how he gets backed up. It's how he gets back up. To be continued. So that to be continued part of the statement kind of cryptically hints that, hey, this will not be the end of these characters. This is not the last that you'll see of them. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what he means. Maybe he's just saying to be continued means they're gonna try to develop other shows about other Marvel characters. Because Marvel has like 1,000 characters that they can make series and movies around. By the way, the other thing is also because Disney that owns Marvel, including Marvel Television, Disney is launching their own streaming service this year called Disney Plus. Now people say, "Hey Rama, what do you think? Maybe Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Punisher might end up in Disney Plus." Again, I mentioned to you this before. I doubt it. Because Disney Plus has made it clear. Disney Plus has made it clear openly that they want their shows to be more family friendly. Even the shows that Marvel is developing for Disney Plus, like Loki series, Scarlet Witch series, and Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Do you remember that? You've heard it, right? The Loki show recently gets a showrunner and a scribe, an executive producer. Even those shows will be toned down. They're not gonna be as violent as Daredevil or as brutal as the Punisher. I doubt that they're even gonna have sex scenes. If they do, it's gonna cut to the next day, like like that movie isn't it romantic. Uh, so so don't keep your hopes up that you're gonna see these the Defenders plus Punisher showing up on Disney Plus. I doubt it. That said, Hulu recently announced that they're developing. Hulu and Marvel Television are teaming up to develop um, Howard the Duck adult-centric animated series. So this is an animated series, but geared towards adult audiences. So I'm guessing cussing and violence and all that good stuff. And Hulu also has Runaways, and Freeform has Cloak and Dagger. So what I'm trying to say is that maybe if they were planning to resurrect Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Punisher, they should totally consider doing that or reviving those on Hulu. I don't know if they're thinking it. I don't know if they're secretly planning it. I don't know if they're having that talk with Hulu right now. We don't know, but it'd be nice. I think Hulu would be a great house or place to house those five characters. I think, but don't take my word for it. Nothing has been announced yet on that front. Um, so John Bernthal, the star of The Punisher, took to Instagram announcing also he's leaving Frank Castle, the character. He said, and I quote, "To all who served, all who know loss, all who love and understand Frank and his pain, it has been an honor to walk in his boots. I'm endlessly grateful to the comic fans and the men and women of the armed services and law enforcement community who Frank means so much to. Thank you to the USMC and all the wonderful soldiers who trained me. Go hard, be safe." End quote. Oh, see, that's what I love also about the Punisher, that they make his story relevant to our time, about PTSD, about brotherhood in the service, about betrayal of that brotherhood and the consequence that comes with that. So I really miss Punisher the most, I would say. Um, so what do you guys think? What's your reaction to this news? Are you as bummed out as I am that they've canceled Punisher and Jessica Jones, or are you like, hey, we saw this coming. I guess we need to move on now. Let's dig some more other characters and other shows. Marvel's got a lot of properties that they can deliver to us. Um, or maybe you would think like, hey, Rama, this is a good, this cancellation might be a good start for Marvel to think about maybe bringing these characters to the big screen. So we can have a Daredevil movie again to make us forget about that 2003 movie with Ben Affleck. Who knows? Who knows? That would be an interesting idea. I would not be against that at all. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts about this cancellation, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell, And if you can help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Let's rock this.